Happy Friday, everybody. We're continuing coverage of tracking Debby. Now, Debby is no longer a tropical storm, no longer a tropical depression, but a post-tropical storm that is continuing to move up towards the north. But here in the Hampton Roads area, it's still bringing us some trouble. We did have a tornado warning earlier this morning near Suffolk, but luckily right now there are no warnings out there in the area, but we still have the weather alert day in store for today for heavy rain, the chance to see some flooding, and an isolated tornado is still possible heading into the afternoon. Now, those chances have lowered as the tornado risk is shifting more towards the north, but again, that risk is still there for parts of the viewing area. So throughout the day today, you're going to want to continue to stay weather aware. So here's the tornado watch. Now, all of Hampton Roads in eastern North Carolina had the tornado watch in effect until 7 o'clock this morning. But the National Weather Center has shifted the risk more towards the north now, which is some good news for most of us. But again, parts of the viewing area still under this tornado watch until 2 o'clock this afternoon, parts of the eastern shore and the middle peninsula. So again, going to have to continue to stay weather aware throughout the afternoon today. We have the flood watch in effect for most of the area of Hampton Roads and eastern North Carolina through Friday evening. And here's the latest track of post-tropical storm Debby. It is moving quickly up towards the northeast at 35 miles per hour, winds at 30 miles per hour, gusting to about 40. It's been gusty here all day. That's definitely for sure. And it's going to continue to move up towards the north and is moving very, very quickly compared to the last couple of days when it was off the coast of South Carolina, only moving 2, 3, 4 miles per hour, just dumping tons and tons of rain into parts of South Carolina. Now, luckily here in Hampton Roads, since it's moving super quickly, it helps bring the rain with it, and it lowers those chances for some flash flooding. But again, that risk still is there today if we see storms going over and over the same area. Taking a look at the satellite and radar right now, there's a flood advisory way off towards the west near Rocky Mount. No warnings here in the Hampton Roads area, so that is some good news here. As we take a look at the eastern shore, though, there are a few showers just off the coast of Cape Charles, looking like the bulk of it is going to stay off towards your east. As we look at the ocean front, again, the same storm system off the ocean right now. Not too many showers in the Hampton Roads area. There's a few in North Carolina, just a few over Elizabeth City right now. But again, we're going to continue to see these showers and storms throughout the entire afternoon. They're going to come up from the north, a lot right now down in North Carolina, heading up towards the north, a lot of them with some lightning as well. So keep that in mind. If you do hear a thunderstorm, you definitely want to get indoors as quickly as you can. But right now, not a lot going on in the way of rain. And as we talk about the rain totals the last 24 hours, some areas in the Hampton Roads area saw 2, 3, 4 inches of rain, even close to 7 inches of rain in parts of North Carolina. And we certainly do not need any more rain. Here in the Hampton Roads area, we are out of any type of drought, even way off towards the west, towards Richmond. They're out of the drought as well. It's not until you get until the way western portions of Virginia where you see that severe and extreme drought. But here in Hampton Roads, we are fine when it comes to rain. We've seen a good amount the last couple of weeks, even the last month and a half or so. So certainly we don't need any extra rain today. Now, also, even though we do not have the tornado watch in effect anymore for most of the Hampton Roads area, there is still a level 1 risk out of 5 to see a severe storm. Now, the risk isn't very high. It's only a level 1 out of 5. But again, that risk is still there. And as we take a look at the future radar, we're going to continue to see these showers and storms making their way into the area, more like on and off showers and storms. Not everyone's going to see them at the same time. You're going to go out through the afternoon and just could go in somewhere and there's not a storm, go out somewhere and then there's a storm right there. And they're going to come quickly. These showers are moving very quickly. and they're going to continue heading into Friday evening. So if you're going out to dinner, any evening plans tonight, just keep that in mind. You may need the umbrella heading into the restaurant, but may not need it when you're coming out. And those are going to linger heading into Friday night as well. Waking up Saturday morning, this is when things start to look a little bit better. Could be a bit cloudy earlier Saturday morning. We could see a shower or two lingering, but getting into the afternoon, things are looking really good. But the temperatures are going to stay into the mid to upper 80s heading into the afternoon. It's going to be another warm day. Humidity may be a little bit up there too. It could be a bit muggy. But once we get into the later parts of Saturday evening, we could see a few more showers and storms starting to bubble up. It's certainly not going to be as widespread as what we saw yesterday or today, which is a good thing. But again, there is a few chances to see some showers heading into Saturday evening. But for the most part, it's going to be a pretty nice day. Taking a look outside right now, not looking too bad out there. I mean, there is a bit of cloud cover out there on the beach. No one's really out there. I don't blame them. 80 degrees and the dew point at 75. It is just a very, very muggy day out there. Winds about 14 miles per hour out of the south. That's helping to bring up a lot of that muggy weather. 80 in Smithfield right now, 80 in Norfolk, 77 in Chesapeake, and 80 degrees in Virginia Beach, 81 in Hampton right now. And as we go throughout the day, we're going to start to see those rain chances starting to increase as we head into the afternoon. Those temperatures getting up into the mid 80s, finally coming down to about 80 degrees by 6 o'clock and mid 70s for the overnight hours. Again, not much going on the satellite and radar, but again, a few showers making their way into the area. And as we take a look at Debby, it is moving super quickly. It's already up in Pennsylvania, and it was still in Virginia earlier this morning. But it's going to head up towards the north. We have this tornado watch in effect for just parts of the eastern shore and northern parts of Virginia, extending all the way up towards Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York. And Debby has definitely the possibility to produce some of these tornadoes. We've already seen it this morning. We saw a lot of it yesterday as well. So areas in the Northeast certainly have to pay attention to Debby. Now, take a look at how quickly this thing is going to exit out of here. We have the European model here. Here it is at 9 o'clock, already up in Pennsylvania. And by the time we get to about Friday night, it's already up into Canada. And by the time we get into Saturday afternoon, it is out of here. It's out of everyone's doorstep. By Sunday, everyone is in the clear. The New England's looking good. It just bolts out of here. It goes about 30, 40 miles per hour compared to the 3 or 4 miles per hour we were seeing the last couple of days. As we look at the sustained winds out there right now, it is certainly a bit breezy out there. 17 mile per hour sustained winds in Norfolk, 15 mile per hour sustained winds in Newport News, 25 in Manio. So it is certainly a bit gusty out there. 20 mile per hour winds in Hampton, 21 in Wachapreak, and 25 in Duck. As we take a look at the future wind gusts, anywhere from 20 to 30, maybe even up to 40 mile per hour wind gusts heading into the afternoon, especially down around the Outer Banks or towards the coastline. But once we get towards tonight and heading into Saturday, those gusts finally start to come down a bit. 10, 15, even 20 miles per hour. But heading into Saturday, they come down even more, and those gusts really aren't gusty at all. 5 to 10, maybe a 15 mile per hour gust here or there. But overall, things are looking much better as we head into our Saturday. Let's take a look at the weekend preview. I know that's what everyone's looking forward to. Saturday's not going to be too bad. There's a chance we could see a shower or two heading into the morning. Afternoon's looking good, but once we get into the evening, we do have a chance to see a scattered shower or thunderstorm. 86 degrees, so certainly not a bad start to the weekend, maybe a bit muggy. 84 on Sunday. Those rain chances go down a bit heading into Sunday, so much better weather heading into Sunday. But again, Saturday's not looking too bad either. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to continue to see those isolated showers, but again, not as much as what we'll see yesterday or today. Weather's looking good for the start of the week. Only about a 20% chance to see some showers throughout the week, and temperatures in the mid-80s. We're going to continue to keep you updated throughout the afternoon here at 13 News Now. Our next newscast is coming up at 4 o'clock later this afternoon.